Our clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Maori Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Maori Clinic.
I am a certified nurse aide. I had stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma. I was a senior in nursing school and I was tired a lot, but I was a senior in nursing school. You don't get much sleep, so tired is expected, and cancer was nowhere on my radar. The worst part is probably the feeling of isolation. I had to stay home, and my friends didn't want to necessarily stay home with me. The texts and phone calls and even Facebook messages from some kind of stopped. The staff at Tammy Walker basically took me in like a family member. I've never felt alone there, and that's about the only place that I've never ever felt alone. Life now is good. I never have a bad day anymore because I know what it's like to have an actual bad day. I give a lot of credit for how I'm doing to Tammy Walker because they still support me even now.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.
Welcome to Salina Access TV, Friday Night Football Week 2. And it's the first weekend that we have South or Central here, and Central is home hosting Derby. We watched a somewhat entertaining game last week with Sacred Heart hosting Southeast, and I say somewhat because the home team kind of took a beating on that game, Charles.
A big-time beating.
And mostly it was to Sacred Heart, 6 turnovers, and then a snap that went over the head of the punter and into the end zone for a safety.
At the beginning.
At the very first series for Sacred Heart, and then they also had some penalties and other mistakes.
Yeah, they did. That's what cost them was the turnovers. You know, there was a few highlights, but they were few and far in between.
So how are we here at Central? Central went down to play Lawton, and in talking to some kids last year who are from Lawton and play for Bethany, they told me that Lawton school has been a state power for years and years and years. It's not one of those just a recent power. And I would like to have talked to them and find out what they thought about Central putting 35 points up on the board. They were tied 35-35, and then Lawton scored the last 3 touchdowns to win the game. I was talking to Coach Hall for the game, and he said, Stu, they were just a big, strong, fast team. And after we scored that last touchdown, they just wore us out. And he said, and that was the only difference in the game. They were just too tired.
Yeah. Well, they don't have an easy task tonight neither in Derby. So
no,
I mean it's back-to-back tough weeks.
Right now, the difference is in talking to some of the other Central coaches is this Derby team's not quite as big and fast across the line like Lawton was, but they're still big, they're still fast, and they're athletic. And it's going to present a challenge. Now, if Central can play like they did at Lawton, this could very well be a very, very tight game all the way down to the end.
But they're going to have to play 4 quarters.
4 quarters.
4 full quarters.
And the other thing that Lawton had that maybe Derby doesn't have, Lawton was a much bigger team in numbers too, so they were able to rotate their people.
Right.
Derby does, but won't do it as much as Lawton. But they're still a good team. Now, when I talked to Coach Clark, and he told me he's concerned. He said, when I saw that Central put 35 points on the board on Lawton, he said, that got our attention as coaches real quick. And he said, wait a minute, this offense can move the ball. He said, and when we saw the tape of the game, we're going like, holy smokes, this offense is big and it's fast. He said, they can score. You can't give them a seam. And he said, that's what they got to be sound-wise, is gap sound-wise on defense against Central.
Yeah, and then also Central's got, Dalton Peters coming back, running again with another year under his belt, experience.
Yep.
That's going to make a lot of difference right there.
And he had a good game last week down at Lawton. Yeah. And now I'm expecting to have a good game here as well. Now, on offense, Coach Clark said he wants to try to spread them, try to get Central out of place, maybe miss a gap, and then try to hit that gap and burn them that way.
Well, I think that spread them is what they always say. They want to spread them so that they got more of the field to work with.
Now, Coach Halton for the game, this offense is not your typical Derby offense. This will be more like the Hutchinson offense when Randy Dryling was down there, and that is the in the pistol or wildcat, where the quarterback's back in the shotgun position, and then they run the option out of there like Hutch used to do. He said, because this is what their team is built on. They can throw the ball, but they're not going to be able to throw it around like they have before in the past. Now, that being said, if that's what Central gives them, because they take away the run, they will throw the ball.
They will throw the ball, yes. And I just can't wait to see when this game gets started how it's going to really turn out.
And again, it's going to come down. Who wins the turnover battle?
That's it.
The penalty battle?
Yes.
And plays the cleanest game. That should be the team that wins.
Yeah, turnovers.
And what we got to do as Central is you got to force some turnovers and just get in there and attack. And I think it's going to be a very interesting game. And we will see you at the Maori Clinic halftime show. Enjoy the first half.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome to the Week 2 game. Salina Access Friday Night Football. This is Stuart Haas with Charles Ross. The Haas and Ross Show.
That's it.
And we're also neighbors, only three houses down from me.
Yeah, that's it.
Our daughters, his youngest, my oldest, were like 2 ticks on a hound dog.
Yeah.
One didn't go anywhere without the other.
That's it.
There's one thing I forgot to talk about in the pregame show is that when the Derby coaches gave me their paperwork for their starters on offense and defense, the amazing thing is they've got 22 highlighted for offense, 11 highlighted for defense, which tells me they plan on rotating, Charles.
They do plan on rotating, but what does that tell you? That tells you that they may be trying to go with the same kind of game plan that Lawton did. Get them rested, keep them ready to go near that 4th quarter.
Well, when you look at them lined up across the line, and when they were out in the field during their warm-up calisthenics and stretching, it looked like a small army out on the field. They do have a lot of kids out. That doesn't mean anything. They might have brought all the freshmen up to make it look big and intimidating. That's a thing that some coaches like to do. And if you're the opposite coach, you got to tell your players, don't let that fool you. They brought the scrubs along too, just to make it look something.
Yeah.
You know? But if they are playing 22 on a rotational basis with the offense, that does two things for you. One, it keeps your guys fresh. Well, it does more than two things, excuse me, right? It keeps your guys fresh towards the end of the game. It keeps them fresh towards the end of the season. It cuts down on your chance of injuries, because guys can get injured when they're tired and not moving like they should.
Yeah.
Can't react like they should. And it builds your experience
That's a key.
for the end of the year and for the next year or two. If you've got sophomores and juniors as part of that 2 deep rotational deal.
Right, even during the season, they're getting that experience. So if they had to step in because somebody gets hurt, they're there and ready to go.
And if you're relying on waiting until your team is so far ahead or so far behind to get your guys playing time,
They may not never get to play.
they might not never get to play. And also these guys will be going up now against the other team starters who are fresh, not tired. So it's almost also a true test to find out and move people up and down that depth chart, Charles.
Yeah, that is true. That's a very true statement.
Well, Coach Clark, you know, I said this before, it's Coach Brandon Clark. He was a wide receiver for K-State and Bill Snyder, and we did a little talk about Bill Snyder. And we both agreed the same thing. One, it never pays to bet against a Bill Snyder team. And two, games are played on the field. They're not played in the paper, over the airwaves, or in some expert's mind.
That's right.
Whether it's high school, college, or pros, they're played on the field. And people are asking me, what about tonight's game? Well, I would say Derby is slightly favored to somewhat favored. I say, hey, let the kids decide.
And they're about to do that.
And they're about to do that. And I would love nothing to see Central walk away with the win. It's a little pooch kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Central will get the ball in good field position. They get it at the 35-yard line. That tells me Derby is scared of Central's return team. And Jake Bellarive is playing quarterback while Dylan Winslow is still recovering from being sick. This should be the last game he misses.
To Peters.
He should be back next week, and I think that was Dalton Peters.
That was Dalton.
And he carries it up to just short of the 39, so about a 4-yard gain. And folks, if you didn't know it, this is September 11th, where we're honoring the people who died on September 11, 2001.
Dalton.
There he goes again. Oh, he leaped over the guys in the crowd. And
leaped over that line. There was a guy on the ground, he leaped right over the top of it, kept going.
Don't come through here, there's tape here. And he shows a quick burst up to the line. He's not slow hitting the hole either. And there's that double lead.
Off again. Don't look like he went very far.
I think he got it. He's over the 45, so he's gonna have a first down.
Yeah, first down.
That was done on second, third effort because he was hit about a yard shy.
Yeah, it didn't look like he quite was gonna make it.
And he's not the biggest kid in the world. How big is he?
33, 5'9", 180 pounds.
They got, that was a stretch play. Now, Coach Hall told me he knows they're not going to do much against side to side with the speed on this defense. He said, we got to go straight at them.
McMillan.
And he did tell me, if we suck their safeties up, we will throw the ball over the top.
Boy, they didn't give very much there.
No, and in reality, you're not going to against this it's not a real big defense for them, but they are fast. They cover a lot of ground. And what you want to do is the offensive line is pound it. Mike saw something he didn't like. He immediately called timeout to the official on this side of the field. Now, Coach Clark told me, excuse me folks, before the game, his quarterback has the authority to audible. In other words, they will audible. He gets up and he sees something. They will audible into a play that's more advantageous for them. Which last week, if Southeast Saline's quarterback had that, they probably would have put 2 or 3 more touchdowns on the.
Oh yeah.
Because they kept leaving probably the best wide receiver for Southeast Saline uncovered in the slot.
Yeah, all the time.
And the people in the crowd were yelling at, cover, 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 46 is open, and no one would go out and cover him.
But I don't know if it would have made a difference if they would have covered him or not.
No, he's getting Division I looks. His name is Easton Montgomery. People need to remember that name. They are going to throw it. Actually, the defender was in better shape to catch that ball, and the wide receiver did the smart thing.
But he played good defense.
He became a defender and knocked that away. The other guy on the opposite side actually had gotten behind his man. And that's
that
where
play will go.
That's because there's one safety, Charles. That's where you got to look one way, get the safety to go that way, and then come back the other way.
Yeah.
You got to look the safety off.
That play's going to go before the end of the night. Watch.
Yeah, that play is going to go. He's looking to throw it, rolling out to the right. And he's going to get sacked for a loss. Back to about the 39-yard line. Well, Central started to have something going. And then
they shut them down.
Well, they shut the first play down. Second play, an incomplete pass was a poorly thrown pass.
Well, the first play, didn't they get some yards in the second play? They shut it.
No, the first play, they had the loss, then the incomplete, and then now the sack.
Yeah.
So 2 of the 3 were negative plays. That incomplete should have been a reception to the other guy. Oh, overran him. Good. I've heard some good hitting down there. Number 44.
That was a nice grab. He grabbed that ball, took off. Now, a lot of kids won't do that.
No, they don't. Now, before I forget, number 42 for Derby, he's a junior linebacker. He's out for the year. He suffered a broken collarbone last week. So, but at least he's got a senior year to come back and play for. But Coach Clark said that kind of weakens him on the inside linebackers. He was one of their better inside linebackers. Now we get to see what this...
Oh, quarterback. He's gone.
He's gone. Folks, that's the Hutch offense. It's the option play right out of the shotgun, pistol, wildcat formation, whichever one you want to call it. He made his read, there was a hole, and then it was just a sprint. Everybody went with that guy going off to the left. Yeah. Everybody went with that guy going off around the left side, and that kid almost got there. The kick is good. So with 8:56 go in the first quarter, we got a score of Derby 7, Central 0. So, now let's see what Central does. This is where they need to respond back. And they don't need to respond.
They need to respond, yeah.
So, let's see.
So we'll try it again.
I wouldn't mind a quick response right back. But what I'd really like to see is a long, time-consuming march down the field, put the ball in, 7 points, and keep that offense off the field for Derby.
That's what they got to do. Or at least show them that they're in the play.
Yep, and limit Derby's offenses a number of snaps on the field. So just like we said in the pregame, Derby spread them, and they found a seam. And Mike said that's the one thing they've got to be very key on defense is.
Doesn't look like they have the speed that Central has the defensive speed like they used to. Oh!
He bobbled it, but he's got it up.
Got it, Dalton.
He's going to be over the 20, short of the 25. All right.
So here we go again, huh, Stu?
Yep. And this time they got to limit the mistakes. No negative plays. Move the ball.
Handoff. It's that Dalton Peters again. He stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Central's got to do something. And what I'm saying is, I watched on this play. Derby is loaded up to stop that run. Their safeties are no more than 7-8 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Whoa!
He ran into his own man. He's still on his feet, still running. Folks, he got that on his own.
Yeah, he did get it on his own.
He's got up to the 29-yard line. I think someone's helmet came off and they had to go off for a snap. That's what the officials were waiting for. Derby get someone out the field. Okay, you got 3rd and 5.
Whoa!
Oh! It was about to be a
fullback.
It was about to be a sprint there too.
A little more speed, and he would have been gone.
Number 44 is
44.
Michael McMullen. Straight up the gut.
He's a senior, 230 pounds.
He's been playing, if I remember correctly, since his sophomore year. So you can't rely on. There he goes again. Yeah. He's going to get 3 yards, or a long 2, short 3.
Running the ball for the Skanks is number 44, Mike McMullen.
And you got to keep them honest. If they can't keep concentrating on Dalton, you got to pop Michael.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, wide. Oh, wide. There he goes.
He's going to be down inside the 30. Going to mark it down at the 28-yard line.
If he had a little more speed, it would have been gone.
If he hadn't been thrown off balance and made that last thing clear, that kid would. There would have been enough gap that he could have outran him. But he kind of stumbled when he broke free, and that just slowed him down a bit.
Fullback.
Michael still down to the 25-yard line, so to pick up 3 yards.
McMullen.
And fine, 3 or 4 yards from your fullback. That means that the inside linebackers have got to stay home.
Now this is the way they need to do it, push it on down the field.
Yep, time consuming.
Dalton Peters.
Even when he gets hit, he's still trying to lean forward and get what he can.
Yeah.
And he takes it down inside the 25, down to the 21.
Picking up 4 yards on the play, number 33.
It's going to be a 3rd and 3. And since we're past the 30-yard line on Central, we're in 4-down territory for Pouch Hall.
They really need to pound this in right now.
They really do.
That sets a real good tone if they can just pound this in. It's a handoff. Oh, nowhere.
Fumble. They muffed the fumble. They muffed.
Looked like he tried to pitch it, did he?
Well, he tried to hand it, but the problem was this Derby guy shot through and had a hold of his foot, so he wasn't able to get as close as he wanted to. Well, you got a 4th down and 7. All right, you're going to have to throw the ball.
Oh, movement in the backfield.
Dalton.
Good ball. False start. Now pitch number 33. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Man, all the work you've done to get down there, and then you just get yourself killed by penalties.
Yep.
So do you got to pass here, Stu?
Oh, you got to. You got 12 yards to go. And he's going to be tackled for a loss. Well, short of the 1st down. And they had a drive going and a mistake again.
Right, mistakes.
You can't have mistakes against a team like Derby.
Just short of the 1st down. Derby will take over on down.
And sometimes mistakes are from trying too hard.
Now they took him on the first series. Now the defense has got to stand tall. Pass.
Yeah, he was wide open. Yep. They're getting too much cushion on their wideouts, and because of it, that's a 1st down. He got a half-yard past the 1st down marker, and that's all he needed. Okay, they're spreading them out. They'll have 4 wideouts and 1 running back in the backfield. The quarterback keeper again. This time they stayed home and they didn't get anything. 2-yard pickup. Now, depending on how good your defensive backs are, on this type of offense, if you can get up and take their wide receivers, jam them, slow them up at the line of scrimmage, and give your line and your linebackers time to read what the quarterback's going to do with the ball, that will help your defense. The other thing will help your defense.
Timeout. Derby.
The other thing to help your defense is penetration. Get in the backfield. So there's something there on the field that Coach Clark didn't like, so he called timeout. And that might have been seen from the coaches up in the box when they yelled down.
Yeah.
Hey, we got something wrong. Maybe they were missing somebody. The other thing is, even though you ran the same plays against the defense last week, this team you're playing now has had a whole week to come up with something different to try to stop you.
Yeah.
So you might have seen a defensive formation there you didn't like. And this time they've got 2 split out to the right, 1 left, and a tight end.
Wide open.
Yep.
Wide. Whoa!
And a touchdown. Holy smokes. 65-yarder.
Touchdown Derby, number 25, Aaron Candy.
Guys, they're just hitting holes. People are getting out of position. And the one thing that can happen is if someone does not do, everybody, 10 out of the 11 guys can have their assignment down
and one guy
and one person and give you a hole. And if the offense is called to where that mistake is,
boy, this could be a long game.
well, with 3:39 left to go in the first quarter, we got a score of Derby 14, Central 0. And I'm gonna try to keep positive. But Charles and I are looking at you like with eyes wide going like, because folks, they just didn't score on 2 long drawn out drives. These were 2 long touchdown runs and not even passes.
No, and
Runs.
it's like once they get past the initial front, it's pretty much
Yeah,
they're outrunning the guys.
because the D-backs, whether your cornerbacks or safeties, are trying to cover the 4 or 5 guys going out in pass formation. And even though they had a tight end on that play, instead of having 4 wideouts, he still went out from his tight end formation out on a play. And as soon as they know it's run, the Derby guys are yelling run, and the wide receivers turn into downfield blockers.
Yeah.
Senior commander, number 12, Jacob Motor. Back in for the Mustangs, number 19, September Purple. And number 33, Dalton Peters.
Now they're booting it all the way back to the end zone. I don't know why he didn't call it. His one foot was in the end zone. He's still fighting. Still fighting.
Still fighting.
Short of the 30. You know, you get a young man a seam, I want to see what he can do.
Picking up 29 yards on the return, number 33, Dalton Peters. Tackles made by number 41, Dan O'Connor.
Well, Coach Travis Benoit, and I have to say it again, it's spelled Benoist. That's the way most people pronounce it, but it's Benoit.
Dalton
There's Dalton
Peters
again.
on the carry.
But Coach Travis has got to get in, and he's got the defensive huddle going on right now, and with his other defensive coaches, and
Picking up 3 yards for the Mustangs,
he's talking to
number
him.
33, Dalton Peters.
Right now, Derby's making it look easy. Pass.
Oh,
Good
nice,
one.
nice. Make the
Good
guy
one.
miss. Make the first guy miss. That's the thing I liked about 2 years ago with South. They had a wide receiver that he'd make the first guy miss on them short little passes, and then he was off. That's enough for a first down up to the 40. That's what they need to do. Quick throws to the, because Derby's giving them a lot of cushion. Look at the cushion. There's an 7, 8 yard cushion.
Dalton Peters don't go. He doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They were in the backfield. They're penetrating
And that down
through that
line, that's a down lineman, folks. That's not a.
By number 47, Harris Walker.
And he's a defensive lineman. And
Yeah.
and a defense. I see a linebacker blitzing.
They pushed him. They just pushed him back.
Someone missed the block.
Well, I don't know.
When you let an offensive
I don't
defensive
think it was a
lineman come
missed
through,
blocks. I think he just went over the top of him.
I'm gonna have to watch. You watch the ball. I'll watch mine then. Oh, now he's got to throw a better ball than that. They were trying to set up the screen, and he did not throw a good ball, folks. He's got to throw a better ball. He threw it too hard, and he threw it low to the outside. Look at the tape, guys. Sorry, folks. We had people trying not missing our tape. Can't see. We're gonna step
Back
over
to
the
pass
tape.
again. And it's complete.
It's going to be short of a first down, though. You got a punt. You got a punt. You got the wind at your back. Maybe you can pin him deep.
I don't know if he said punt or not. You know why I say that?
I don't want to give him the ball at the 49-yard line.
Well, they've already moved it from wherever they get it from anyway.
It's going to hit. It's going to mark down at the 23, and that's not a good punt, folks, with the wind in your back. I saw him punting in pregame, and his kicks were not really very deep. That could be a weak point in their team this year as they're punting.
Now this is where they really got to stand tall, and they've got to stop Derby from scoring,
or even force a turnover and get the ball in deep in Derby's territory. That would be nice.
That would be nice, but they got to stop them. They can't let them just march the ball down the field again.
No, they can't. 3
possessions.
Missed the quarterback again. Another missed tackle. There was 3 missed tackles, folks, and people actually got their hands on him and did not bring him down. And he takes it all the way out short of the 40-yard line.
And you know what that does? That starts building. You start building confidence when you get to do things like that. And then the next thing you know, it's not really your ability. It's your adrenaline that's saying touchdown.
Oh, I totally agree. And the other problem is, it builds frustration on the defense.
Oh, yeah. The confidence on the offense.
He gave it to him. See, they could have
had him in the backfield.
Had him in the backfield. Another missed tackle.
Oh, he's still gone.
I mean, there's just too much yardage after, what's it called? Yak yardage after contact?
Yeah.
Oh, there's too much. I mean, they're not tackling. You can't walk through the field.
Pass, and is it picked off?
They're going to throw a flag. Folks, I can't believe it. We've got these things taped off, and kids are just walking, and adults are walking, just stepping over the tape, walking right across where we're trying to call and tape the game.
Wow.
I think we're going to have to set up something a little bit taller because people don't seem to have any common sense nowadays, Charles.
Wow. They don't need to give them any help.
No. No. It's a 15-yard mark off from the line of scrimmage.
And that's the last thing they need to do is give them help.
No, and they're leading in the penalty situation right now.
He's up the middle. Another first down.
And folks, Central does not get an answer to this offense. This is going to be a very long game.
Yeah. They cannot afford to let them score and go up 21-0 at halftime.
No. And since this is the start of the second quarter, they've got time to put more than 21 on the board.
Oh yeah, I know.
But when you've got the ball, you got to care of business. You got to eliminate the mistakes and put the ball into the end zone. Because right now, Derby's eliminating their mistakes and they're putting the ball in the end zone.
But they're putting it in there with long runs. That's the other part of it.
And I know some people say, well, Derby's a 6A school and Central's a 5A. So, we played them before, both South and Central, when both Derby and Hutch were 6A, and we still beat them. We're on the end. Missed tackle. Miller missed tackle.
First down. Is that first down? I believe it is.
It's close. No, he's going to mark him short. They're going to mark him short. They're back to their 4 wideouts again. Quarterback keeper. He's going to have enough for a first. You just can't cut their legs, because they're able to get 2-3 yards or more after you try to cut their legs. You've got to hit low and wrap. So now they got a first down, go to goal inside the 10. We got somebody jumping, left guard jump, and the defense jump, so they're going to count against Derby. First penalty game against Derby.
Legal procedure.
Right now we have the battle of the student sections. All right, there's the pitch. There's going to be the flag. There's the flag. That's going to be a block in the back. Block in the back. It was a crackback block by one of the wide receivers that spread out wide back on either the linebacker or the defensive end out there.
And that's how, anyway, by any means, Central needs it to happen and not let them into the end zone.
They'll mark it back in the 16, so it happened behind the line. Happened behind the line of scrimmage. Takes it back to the 26. So 2 penalties in a row now by Derby. Maybe this can help Central's defense. It's just a straight handoff. He's only going to get about 2 yards down to inside the 24. A little conservative there.
Yeah. But on first down, you could afford to get a little bit. You better watch the quarterback keeping it.
He's looking to throw it.
Back to pass. Got a man.
Got him one. Oh, he was wide open.
He had a man wide open.
And he let him too much.
I don't know. My coach used to say if the ball touches your hand, you should catch it.
Yeah, but he was stretching and barely got his hand on it. So it actually, he might have been trying to tip it thinking there's a safety back there. But there was no penetration at all, no pressure on him. He had time to throw.
Yeah.
And that was too much time. That front 4 has got to get penetration and make him make a decision. Throw it, before he's ready, or run. Got 3rd down and goal to go from the 23. Second timeout by Derby. This might just, if we can hold here, this could be the spark.
Yeah, it could give them
the last 2 drives for Central, we have moved the ball. Now, if we can do this, we can hold them. Even hold them to a field goal.
Yeah.
That's a win.
That is a win, especially the way they've been going.
Now the problem I'm seeing though is that number 44 for Central, Mr. McMullen, who's the starting fullback, is also one of the starting middle linebackers. That's going to wear on his body as the game goes on.
Yeah, it will.
So what will suffer? His lead blocking for Dalton Peters or filling the hole on defense? Back to throw, and he's rolling out to the right.
They got pressure. They got
and
pressure.
Got him deep.
That's probably one of the best defensive plays they've had all day.
All the way back to the 34-yard line. And it's 4th from the 34. That's one of the longest 4th and goals I've seen, period.
Well, you know what they're going to do.
They're going to do a pooch kick. Quarterback do a pooch kick.
It's a pass.
That's my guess.
It's a pass. Oh!
The safety
He got behind him, too.
But the safety took a wrong angle to the ball, and he got behind him. That's why I'm talking to the safety, going like, that's a terrible angle. He took a terrible angle and could have got burnt.
Yeah,
instead, now they get the ball at the 34-yard line.
Which is a good thing. Now if you could just take the ball down the field and punch it in.
Yep. They're going to say they had 12 men in the backfield, or in the huddle. Illegal participation. Yep. 12 men in the huddle. But even though they had one guy split out, wasn't in the huddle, you still had 12 men on the field, and they're going to call that every single time.
Wow.
So someone didn't communicate to the other person to get off the field.
Whoa! Oh!
Derby ball.
Turnover. The thing that they couldn't afford is that turnover.
And what momentum they just picked up on that defensive drive just got flushed down the toilet.
Right there. Turnover. That's vital.
A bad snap to the quarterback. I don't know how bad it was. I don't know if he had taken his eye off the ball, was looking at the defense. We couldn't tell from here.
Wow,
Ran right
past him.
Yep.
He could have had him in the backfield.
But he was going for the quarterback.
Yeah.
That was Mike McMullen shooting in from inside linebacker, and he was heading straight towards the quarterback. But he only picked up 1 yard on the carry. Well, defense has got to rise up and do it again.
Again.
They need to force a turnover of their own.
There he goes. He's trying to get the corner.
I think we're going to have a holding or a block in the back. Hold. Against Derby. You got to take it. You got to push him back. Let's go move it back to the 29-yard line.
So how many penalties has Derby had?
Now 3. They were clean the whole first quarter.
Yeah.
And Central's been clean this quarter so far. They're stealing the ball. Now he gets some pressure.
He's running. Oh.
A little bit too much, but the reason why was the linebackers dropped back so far deep in the coverage that once he got past the starting 4 defensive linemen, he was able to pick up about 12 yards.
Yeah.
Now it's 3rd down and 8. A long 8.
Now's when they need to make a stand.
Yes, they do.
He's back to pass again. He passes. Number 25.
Missed tackle. You should have had him out at the 14 and not down. He's going down to the 11. Will be 4th down and 2 from there. Got a tight end this time.
Fake pass.
And he threw it to him. He threw it to the tight end because no one picked up the tight end coming off the line. I watched him. He took off and nobody went with him. They went with the other 3 guys and no one went with the tight end. Not the linebackers or the safeties. No good. So with 7:17 left on the second quarter, you got to score a Derby 20, Central 0. Coach Hall has got to get his players to remember what it's like to play with Mustang pride and passion, and get them out there and start playing. He's talking to the return team right now. And I see several coaches in there talking. They're trying to coach up these kids.
They've got to get this ball into the end zone.
Yeah, they do. I would love nothing right now to see a kick return for a touchdown.
That would do it.
That would pump this team up, pump this crowd up.
They need it.
Or even a nice long run. We need somebody to step up and make a play.
And bad.
Here's the kick. It's a high pooch. He called fair catch, which you're taught to do if you're one of the up men, because they can't hit you. then all you gotta do is catch the ball. So at the 34-yard line, they were not going to kick it deep. Here's Dalton. Again, they're going to drop him for about a yard or two loss.
They're penetrating
because
that
of
line.
penetration.
I told you. That's what I told you earlier. They were penetrating.
And folks, some of these guys penetrating, these are the defensive linemen. They're not the linebackers.
Right.
The defensive line, and which means that the offensive line is not maintaining, getting to the right person and then maintaining that block. I'm going to watch offensive line. Central call timeout. That's their second. Ishima only has one left. Well, I think the wind has died down because the flag is now leaning by the pole, which I'm not going to be too upset about because I'm enjoying this cool weather. I didn't even have last night. I didn't have my windows open. Didn't have the fan blowing on me. Just had the ceiling fan only. I have a ceiling fan on high, and then I have a fan blowing on me. It's an 18-inch fan. It sits about a foot from my side of the bed. I like it cold, folks. I like it cold when I sleep.
Now they've got to do something. What's about second and what, 12?
I like to see a nice play action pass. We've seen the two that went out. One guy was open, and they threw it to the other guy. I like to see them use the pass to open up and spread this Derby defense. But they're back there in that offset eye with the wing. Now they're flipping the wing, the tight end to the opposite side, wing over here. But the wing and the tight end are going out. Oh, again, poor decision. This young man is going to make better decisions in throwing the football. And Jake's a senior. And folks, I'm going to tell you, he should know better.
Third and 12.
Yep.
He's under center too. Fake, hands off to Dalton Peters.
Yep. He's going to be short. Up to the 39-yard line. It's only going to be a 5-yard pickup. Where it's fourth down from there. And this is the smart decision. Punt the ball. Smart decision because, again, we had a bad play to stop this drive.
Yeah, that's true.
He was rolling out, and he was not running away. The defender was catching him from behind. They were missing a man on the punt team. There's a better kick. There's a bit more of a line drive.
Uh-oh.
No, they got him.
Flag.
And we got a flag too, down at about the 39-yard line. Might have a hold or a block in the back. That could help Central because you're looking at 5:30 on the clock. Yep, block in the back, 10 yards.
48, 10 yards, first down, Derby.
That's what they need. They need them pushed back.
Yep, and then pushes them all the way back to the 29-yard line. That's the fourth penalty just in this quarter for Derby. Now, outside of the penalties, Derby's had to clean their game, as in mistakes.
He's back to pass. He's got a man. Oh!
Oh, tipped by two different defenders.
Wow.
Number 4 from Central came off his man, came over. Seth Luthenfong. No, I'm probably mispronouncing that. And Sunshine Kunavong. Seth got the first tip, and then it still could have been caught by the other receiver, and then some Jay came in and tipped it away.
Yeah, wow.
But that could have been two chances for interceptions right there too.
Could have.
But the first one he wasn't. He was.
But really, that quarterback just couldn't. If he could have thrown it a little bit farther, he had the man open.
Yeah, he did. And maybe what I said in the pregame that this might not be as good a throwing quarterback for. There's the handoff on it. Okay, now that wasn't a bad play at all. Even though they got yards, the man who hit him was the initial tackler, and he just hung on. He got drugged for about 2 or 3 yards, but he didn't break the tackle.
And you can tell, look, he's limping out too.
Yeah, he is. And sometimes when you drag something like that, you can strain something. You got to watch those wide receivers just going up for a quick hit or pass. It's going to be good all the way down inside the 30 to the 28. He actually had decent position on him. Not great position, but he had decent position. I mean, he was behind him, but he was right there. He didn't do a good job of reading the eyes.
No, because you could see it, and you could see him looking right when it was coming.
And you're taught to read the eyes and then get your hand up if you can't turn.
Off to number 25. He's scat. Boy, he's hard. That's a tough kid to bring down. He lands on his feet.
Yeah, but the problem is guys are just trying to knock him down instead of hitting and wrapping and hanging on. He's a little guy, can knock him down. Well, sometimes the little guys are strong, and you just can't knock him down.
And that guy's got good balance.
He's got real good balance.
It's back at 25 again.
And he's only going to get about a yard.
If that. That closed up quick.
You got
so
3:36 on the.
Go to work now.
Yeah, they got 3:36 and counting on the clock. You don't want to go in now 4 scores down. You need to hold. No more points on the board. Not even a field goal.
He's got a quarterback.
Man, he got hit and still went about 5 yards. Problem is, folks, if you hit high and hold on, you're not stopping the legs. You got to hit low and hold on, and that way he can't keep running and pull down the field. They got the ball at the 5-yard line. Quarterback keeper.
Quarterback.
Touchdown. This could get ugly.
Here they go. Kicks up and good.
All right, with 2:47 to go on the clock, we've got to score at Derby 27, Central 0. And folks, I don't want to say anything because I did not get to see the Lawton game. I'm going to find out if Central has something on their football webpage where you can go watch that game. Because folks, that Lawton team is a powerhouse in their class and have been a powerhouse for years. And they put 35 points on the board against them before they ran out of steam. So,
kicking out for Derby, number 12, Jacob Motor. Back to return for the Mustangs, number 33, Dalton Peters, and number 19, Sunshine Killabong.
All right, we need to give them a nice kick return. But if they keep doing this pooch stuff, we're not going to see it.
I was thinking 21 before they had halftime. We got 27. They got on the board.
Another pooch kick, but this time they're going to...
Oh, they got it.
They did squib.
They got it.
They're saying Derby got the ball. Folks, that's just...
Onside kick and recovered by the
That's just... Sorry, I was looking at something else. That's just fundamental when you're in that front line. You don't turn and run to run back to set up a blocking till you know where the ball's gone.
Man, sometimes when it starts, when the air is out, the air is out.
And again, this kid, he's such a tough kid.
But that's a good defensive play there.
But he broke still the first tackle, and it wasn't a weak tackle either. This kid is 5'9", 165 pounds. He's not real big.
Good balance.
But good balance, and he runs hard for that size. It's a fake. He's throwing it.
Pass.
Right through the wide receiver's hands. And he was wide open. They had the outside guy and they had the inside, the middle guy, but the guy in the middle, they did not, of the three wide receivers. Okay, that mistake went Derby's side of the line this time.
Yeah. The one thing though, they had their wide receivers are wide open.
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna have to do something to stop that. He's
Throwback
running.
keeper.
He's running.
I mean, the guy who got him was a defensive back, not even the linebackers. They had people come out and get on the linebackers and the defensive line. So the front seven just got burned.
Basically, Derby's having their way right now.
Oh, yeah.
Looking to put up another 7 before half.
Another quarterback draw.
Again.
That was a nice tackle by him.
Ray Russing in the ball carrier for the Panthers. Tackle made by number 49, Trey Bowling.
I couldn't see. I knew it wasn't 44. You got a minute 30 on the clock. Central's got to prevent this score. They cannot give up the score.
He's back to pass, and he's wide open.
And it's going to be a touchdown.
Yep, touchdown.
Touchdown, Derby. Last pass is complete to number 3, Christian Greenlaw.
Again, wide receiver wide open. Our D-backs are playing too soft on them. They're playing too soft. They're not getting up and controlling them. And the amazing thing is the one time he was right up on him, the guy still made a great catch.
Good.
All right, with 1:17 on the clock, we've got a score of Derby 34, Central 0. Well, Central's going to have depends if they fair to catch it or
Coach Hall
not.
was not happy. Boy, he was a little bit, it looked like he was a little bit on him there.
Well, the onside kick should never have happened. You're
Well,
taught,
and then they took it down there to punch it in. That's
but you're taught you don't turn and run to go back the block until you know it's not an onside kick. And these kids, and I tell you, the other thing is this. You could get them to do it right all the time in practice, and game time, just totally not do it. Now this time he kicks it. Got a little bit of a seam, which closed down at about the 32-yard line. All right, so now you got 1:11. You got one timeout. Of course, the clock stops to move the chains to get a first down, and of course, you can also go out of bounds.
it's a handoff. Dalton Peters.
I tell you what, he had a nice hole there at the line of scrimmage. It was the downfield blocking that wasn't there. He had the initial hole. Now he's going to throw it. Got a man open. He's going to have enough for a first, though. Up to the 44.
Dalton Peters again.
Across the 50.
And he's just punching. They're just punching it down the
There's
field right
Central's
now.
final timeout.
19 seconds, and they want to start playing, huh?
Now the thing is, when the whistle was whistled to stop the clock, the clock showed 21, and then the clock didn't stop to 19. So there should be 2 seconds put back on the clock. But I don't think they're going to do that. That's Central's final timeout.
There he goes.
He's going to have enough for first. That will stop the clock.
Dalton Peters.
You got to get right up on the ball. And I bet he spikes it to kill it. He's going to throw it. Now he's going to run it, and that's going to be the half. That's why you just can't have burn timeouts on. You got to put something wrong in your formation when you need them at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we'll see you at the halftime show.
Hey, are you cruising around late at night looking for something to do? Come on down to Access TV and we will help you film whatever you want and get it on air. That's Access TV, 823-2500.
Welcome to the Maori Clinic halftime show, and again,
and that's what it's been. They coughed the ball up on the kickoff. They let them break wide down the field for a touchdown.
And it's been mistakes on both sides. Central's got one clear turnover against them, but also Derby did an onside kick and covered it. You can count that as a turnover.
Yes.
Central's only had 2 penalties. They were all in the first quarter. Derby's got 4. They were all in the second quarter. But it's been the small little mistakes to kill drives. Central's had 2 or 3 decent drives, and they had one really nice one going, and mistakes killed it.
Mistakes. They've had several mistakes. And when I say mistakes, I'm saying their defense is all up. They got wide receivers behind them.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of missed passes, or it could be worse than what it is right now.
Oh, yeah. This quarterback for Derby is not one of their best throwing quarterbacks. He's a decent running quarterback. He's probably one of their better ones, and that's why they're running this, the Hutch option out of this offense, because he's not been the typical Derby quarterback who can throw the ball with accuracy. And he's missed open guys.
Yeah, he has.
Or like Charles said, it could be worse. And on defense, we've had missed tackles, lone assignments. It just keeps going on and on and on. And I don't know what to say. You're looking at 34-0, and something's got to get clean. And he's got to get these kids fired up so they come back out. They can still win this game, but they've got no more points on the board for Derby.
That's
and
right.
They've got to score every time they've had the ball.
That's right. They gotta show that momentum has got to shift when they come out of that locker room.
Thank you for watching the Maori Clinic halftime show, and we will see you at the start of the second half.
Whatever your world, Access TV can put it on air. Give us a call at 823-2500.
Welcome back to the start of the second half of the Salina Central Derby football game.
Football game? You mean the massacre that's what we got going right now.
I hate to say it. It is the game of the 2 horses. Or no, they're the Panthers, right? Yeah, the Panthers. Versus the, I think it's the Derby Panthers. Some kind of cat. I know they're not the Cougars. But it's setting a score of 34-0. And if you caught our halftime show, it very easily could be 48-0.
Yeah, easy.
Because there are some open receivers that the Derby quarterback missed. But Central has best way I can explain it is the way they faced Hutchinson about 4 or 5 years ago when they started the season. The only time they stopped shooting themselves in the foot was when they changed feet to shoot at. They have just really been their own worst enemy. I've only had 1 turnover, but they did not cover an onside kick, which gave the ball right back to Derby. That can count as a turnover, so that'd be your second one. But it's just been mistakes, folks, and they've only had 2 penalties. It's been mistakes, assignment mistakes, not maintaining a block, letting a guy go through the line and touch, not holding your gap assignment.
And they kicked a deep one.
And they're kicking it deep. Now right down to about the 5-yard line.
And somebody's got to tackle. Somebody's got to tackle.
And they got him. Matter of fact, I think it was the kicker. Whoever the last guy was in the line of defense,
Boy, but that was a nice long run.
He was striding out early.
Yeah.
He was not in these little choppy steps waiting for something to happen. Good kick returners, especially kickoff, they take off hard and fast and make a decision and make it quick, and they don't slow down. They don't hesitate. They go. That's why when there's a hole, boom, they're gone.
They're gone.
Central's got to make a statement right here.
There you go. They stopped him. They caught him right at the line. They ain't playing. It looked like if they continue to play like they opened up right here.
But they're starting on the Central 44. They took it down to the 42, so only a 2-yard pickup. But you can say that already. Ooh, a timeout already. And
coach is not happy.
Coach Clark came out. He's lighting into somebody right now.
Got into number 77.
Offensive lineman.
Yeah, it looked like he got into number 77, Raleigh King.
I don't know why, because you're going to line up the same no matter what. On the offensive line, they don't flip their tackles like you would flip a defensive end on the defense. So something was wrong there.
Well, he might be mad about that, them not getting over 2 yards, huh?
The other thing is, if he had his mouthpiece out, and he saw that to prevent the penalty.
There you go. Oh!
Broken tackles again. Now we'll take it all the way down to inside the 31.
On the carry for the Panthers, number 25, Harold Andrews. Tackled made by number 19, Subjai Kunaval.
I mean, that's your safety making the tackle.
Pitch.
And he's a tough
And he's gone.
Yep. Now he's down. He's going to be down inside the 10.
Boy, that between that quarterback and that tailback, they're killing him.
But the problem is, the Central defenders are not shedding their blocks. And they're getting out of their gap assignment.
There he goes.
He's going to be short. He's not going to score. Down to about the 2.
Picks up 7 yards.
And for a little guy, he runs hard. He reminds me of a running back they had about 2 or 3 years ago. Coach Clark told me he was pound for pound the strongest guy on the team. He only weighed about 185 pounds. He said he just loved to lift weights, and he was as strong as could be. And then when he ran, you couldn't take him down with an arm tackle. This kid reminds me of him. And that kid went ahead and
now quarterback,
keeper. And that young man for Derby went on to play, and is playing the college right now.
And
Here's
it's
the kick.
Good.
Almost should have been blocked.
Yeah, it was a low kick.
And it should have been blocked. They're missing the angle, not getting the angle right. Well, with 10:06 left to go in the third quarter, we got a score of Derby 41, Central 0. Well, Central needed to make a statement on that drive, and they didn't do it. They made the wrong statement.
Yeah.
They gave up. They only had really one play. They had them for 2 yards. The only other 2 yard was a 2-yard touchdown. They were giving up long run plays to both the quarterback and the running back. Now,
Central needs to create a highlight, at least one highlight.
So I'm sitting here thinking, does that mean then that what Central did at Lawton was just a fluke? Or is it because they're just not playing very good?
They are probably just not playing very good tonight.
I sure hope so, because if not, it's going to be a long season for them. They need to watch for the onside. I'm looking for any laundry on the field, and I see none. We have a touchdown.
There's a highlight. That's what we needed. You see the crowd became
That last block was close, though. That last block was close.
Yeah.
And I was saying, why? He was behind him, and he wasn't catching him. Leave him alone. It must have been the 25-second play clock. All right, Mexico is good. So at 9:52,
they finally get some points on the board.
We have about a 90-yard kickoff return, maybe or 85 to 90-yard kickoff return by Mr. Dalton Peters. He just took it straight. It was kicked over towards this side of the field, and he didn't angle. He just took it straight. He got bumped where he lost his balance for a short bit, but straightened up, and then it was just a sprint.
So what? That's the highlight right now.
We need about 5 more. And 5 extra points, and then we're 42-41. Maybe
it's not out of range.
No, it's not. Maybe that can, especially if you do that. Now, if Derby kicks off again, I bet they don't kick it deep. I bet they go back to their pooch. Because they're not going to take any chance for that to happen again.
Right, and the pooch was successful, so why not go with what's successful? And what's not, don't do it.
They're going to do a little pooch themselves.
Oh, but he got it. Look at him. He's trying to run like a running back, wasn't he?
That's that defensive lineman, 47. If I remember right. Yeah. He's a 6 foot, 240-pound junior defensive lineman. He's one of the up backs, which is usually your blockers. But you usually like those up backs to have people who can also have good hands and can catch the ball if they're for those short kicks. He took the ball up over the 40. He's still on his feet, all the way up to the 50.
That defense is going to have to make some stops, dude, if Central's to get back into this game.
Oh, I agree. They got to. If not, it's not going to be it's not going to be a good game. They could. Anything can happen. But the defense has got to stand up and get stalled. So they hand off to the man in motion. Fumble. Nope, I guess I saw something go flying.
First down.
He got a first down to the 46. I thought I saw a fumble, folks. I saw something go flying. It might have been a hand or something. But I actually I thought the way they were jumping around that they were going after the ball.
Wide open.
See, way too much.
Wide open.
Too much room. Too much in.
But he held on.
There's a first down, and he didn't have to do much running to get to the first down.
No.
When you give them that much cushion, that's too much. You cannot give them that much cushion.
Number 8, Kenyon Tabor. Tackling number 22, Andrew Rutherford.
Get to the man, number 25 again.
25. Look at that. Look at it. He's still going.
And another first down. When you're getting 10 yards a chunk.
Well, when he doesn't give it to him, he pulls out and runs himself.
Yeah, but when your offense is getting 10 yards at a crack, it just...
Well, watch how far they're pushing him off the line.
Yeah, the defensive line is not... They're trying to hand fight with you guys. You can't. Oh, wow. A play less than 10 yards. I know I'm trying to sound sarcastic, but they're ripping and gouging this defense.
Number 29, Trey Coleman. Be 2nd and 4.
They're back to their tight end again. Better watch out for this guy going out for a pass.
There he goes. Oh.
Oh, that was a nice...
that was a nice tackle because he don't usually go down like that.
Number 24, Adrian Castelli.
Adrian Castelli, because if not, he would have scored. If he had got around him, he would have scored.
Yeah.
But as it is, the ball is just outside the 10. They can actually get a first down without scoring. Quarterback keeper. And he got about four yards, maybe almost 5 yards, but he got hit 2 yards past, and they're not really doing a good job of of stopping momentum.
No.
They handed it off to him, touchdown.
No.
No.
A little bit short.
If he would have cut to the outside, he would have scored.
25 yards, Anderson.
He tried to take it inside. If he had cut
really,
all the way
it's
out,
not like he needs to score though, Stu. We need to stop him right now. This would make a big stand.
A turnover would be nice right about now. Something popped up in the air that we return the whole distance.
Yeah. Let the air out.
Actually lost a yard on the play.
So that's 4th down.
Number 24, Adrian Castelli.
Actually lost almost 2 yards on the play. About a yard and a half. Now it's 4th and 2. Like I said, they can get a first down without scoring.
Quarterback.
Keeper. Touchdown. You got guys shooting the gap, and when they're shooting the gap on the defense, they're getting out of the offensive linemen are just going with them, and they're getting out of their lane assignment.
And they're making them pay. Derby's making them pay.
Yeah.
Oh, block! Good block.
It's been close a couple of times, folks. It's been really close. All right, so with 5:26 left to go in the third quarter, we got a score of Derby 47, Central 7.
They've got some things, though, that they can build off of. You know, blocking, yeah.
A lot of things to build on.
But I'm saying to take that, You didn't have any points on the board. They put some points on the board. They blocked a punt, you know, something positive.
Well, I don't expect a long kickoff. I expect a pooch.
Well, if I'm the Derby coach, I would kick it off long again. And I would say, we got to prove
that we can do it again.
That's right.
Yeah,
but you got enough points on the board.
There's also an old saying, you don't play with fire.
I know the old saying. But when you got a team down 47-7, you can afford to try some things. Oh, it's your way. I think they're going to do old Poocher.
Not as deep this time, though. And the other thing is, he was running on angle instead of running straight up the field like Dalton did. And what that does is you're wasting time going east and west instead of going north and south, and allows the cover team to get down and make a tackle. You need to take it straight up and go. You need to score, you need to score quick.
That's what they do.
Straight out, hand off to Dalton.
Picks up a couple.
So you can't have any of these plays. You're down 40 points. You've got to score quick and do it again.
Tackle made by number 48, Lane Sapp.
The handoff. The dot, he's going to get up to the 30. He got 4 yards. It's going to be third down and 4. He's going to be tackled actually for a yard loss. Sorry, folks, I don't understand. You're down 40 points. Why are you not being a little more aggressive in your attack? And I don't understand that. Nice kick.
Good
nice
punt.
kick.
Oh!
Another missed tackle. More. They should have had it way back bound by the 35.
On the return for number 7, Janelle Ray.
As it is going to go up to the 45.
For the Mustangs, number 33, Dalton Peters.
Well, in this next week in practice, they need to work on their tackling. Head up, tackle, not trying to knock a guy down. Hit, stick, and take down. They have to work on making sure that they are gap sound on their defense. There was a high snap and all that, and he's still able to catch the ball that could deflect it off his hands and throw it, because we're giving the wide receivers too much of a cushion.
Number 14, Michael Littleton. Tackle made by number 4, Seth Bootlaw.
Which I don't understand unless you're just not comfortable with having your guys come up and claim off the line of scrimmage. He's got it for a first down. Down to about the 42.
Taking the first down for the Panthers, number 7, Jamal Ray. Tackle made by number 42, Kyle True.
Number 7. So they got some different
They
guys
got,
in there.
I was just going to say they got different players in now. And I would say it had much to do with the score as it did with the last drive by Central, where Central really didn't throw the ball. Just 3 straight run plays and didn't get a first down.
Yeah, so they got a whole different squad out there. Derby does.
Another high snap. He didn't really get much. It'll be 3rd down from there. And now I understand that these high snaps, you got a different center in there. And because of it, he's snapping it a little bit high. Now, having these guys in for Derby sure helps him down the road towards the end of the season and for the next year or 2. It's called building depth. That was too high of a pass for the young man to come down. But Mr.
That'd have been a
Rutherford
perfect pass for the guy we saw last week with Southeast of Salina.
Oh, that tall. He had a 6'6" and a 6'4" guy. Both could go up in the air and get to it.
Yeah.
That 6'4" guy, we talked about earlier in the game, Easton Montgomery. He might end up playing football for K-State. It's 4th down.
Oh, wide open.
Oh! And he's going to score because the kid tried to knock him down, did not try to wrap. Folks, that's the 2nd string offense that scored on Central's 1st string defense. Because you tried to make the big hit.
He just bounced off and took it on in.
And took it all in. Yeah, if I'm the Central defensive coach, Monday, guys are running.
I mean, they've had 2 tough teams, though. But
with 1:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter, you got a score of Derby 54, Central 7. Yeah, that's sad that your 1st string defense couldn't even stop their 2nd string offense.
Is it going to be a pooch?
I wouddn't kick it deep. That's just me. I would not kick it deep. You don't give a chance to return another one. You make him drive it. But then again, Central ran 3 run plays, didn't throw it once. He kicked it to Dalton again. This time, even though Dalton went straight, the way they all converged, if Dalton had taken off to the left, they had already converged over. They'd gotten out of their lines. I watched that and thought, man, if he could go left, it would have been off to the races again.
Pass.
Open.
Oh.
He missed him.
Yeah.
But he was open.
Yeah, he was. And see, they might need to do a little more of that.
They need to be doing it on every play. And I give my quarterback permission. You count. When you count to 3, if there's no one open, you tuck and run. Get positive yardage. No dead yardage. But he had him open. He just missed the connection.
Wow.
Got it knocked right back down. See, now that's a problem when your quarterback is not very tall.
And look, that's
and he's 5'10".
Defense too. You notice that?
What's that?
They got the second string defense in for Derby.
They do. Now, if your first string offense can't move the ball on their second string defense, yeah, again, that gets really sad. He's gonna have a first.
First down.
And the second string or third string defensive line, whatever it is, got penetration and knocked Bellarine to the ground right after he threw the ball. Central's not going to have a fun time as a team watching film. All you guys who played football and had a bad game, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that was too high.
Yeah, but he was trying to get around a guy who was in his face trying to press him. And he actually was trying to lean to his left and throw, and because it wasn't an accurate throw. And the wide receiver for Central had got his defender behind him. And if he had let him, now he might not have scored, but he would have got positive yardage.
But
again,
you're talking the second string.
They're getting pressure on the quarterback. The best way to stop the pass game is pressure on the quarterback. There's a delayed handoff to Dalton, but he didn't do a whole lot of north and south. He was running on an angle, and because of it, he's going to get about 4 yards. Be 3rd and 6 from there, long 6. But since we're past over the 30, we're in the 4-down territory for Coach Hall. Another high to the shotgun to McMullen. He's going to be down inside the 45-yard line. And that's the buzzer for the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, you got a score of Derby 54.
Oh, they're changing them. Look, they're changing out the linemen.
Central 7. Yeah, but I don't see them as the starters. They're not the starters.
No. No.
Well, if all those guys are on the varsity team over there, Charles, that means you can actually go probably 4 deep.
Right.
3 to 4 deep. And that's a blessing to have. We were talking to about Sacred Heart last year, only had 25 guys out. Guys got hurt. They had trouble going 11 on 11 in practice. That does not prepare you well for the next week in games. Actually, that was a Wildcat formation with McMullen back in the Wildcat, and they had taken Bellarive, lined him out wide as a wide receiver. There's a quick throw. See, I like that play right there. Except you got to make the first man miss. That whole play is predicated on the ability of making the first man miss, and then that's where you get your yardage. And Mr. Bellarive did a good job. Step back, throw. He didn't hang on to it. Got rid of it. Straight handoff to Dalton. Oh, now if he had cut back this way, did you see that hole?
Yeah, it was
if he had
wide
cut
open.
back,
Yeah, if he cut back, it was.
and that's where sometimes as a running back you get too narrow vision, called tunnel vision, where if you keep your eyes wide and you see something open, you cut. Now, he picked up 3 yards, and you're 3rd and 6 again. And you're back in the offset eye with 2 tight ends.
There it goes, hands off to him.
He's just going around the right end, and he actually didn't get hit till he was past the first down marker. A quick hitter to the fullback. He's going to get about 2 yards. He got stuck.
Yeah, he got stuck. As soon as he hit that line, they were there.
I tell you what.
Those are definitely not the starters out there now.
Which means we could be, these are the kids we watch in the next 2 years for Derby.
Yeah.
Is he going to be close to the first down? He's going to be close. They're marking him short. They're going to mark him short. I would say he's about, Christ, if I'm Mike Hall, I might say let's do a, now where he's got the marker is just too short of the 21, but I'd say he's about 3-4 inches away from a first down.
Yeah.
They give it to McMullen, and he's going to take it down inside the 15. Mark it down to about the 13. All right, now you got a first down. Dalton again. He's down inside the 10. He's going to be short of the 8. About 4.5 yards on the carry.
They're moving, but they're moving on a second string.
I'd say second to third string defense.
Right.
Which tells me a couple things. This is not a Derby team you're going to want to play in a year or two.
No.
They're going to have a lot of experience. Quick pitch out to the left. He's going to be short of the first down. I think if he just would have stayed on the outside, he would have scored.
Yeah, he would have.
But again, you get that tunnel vision as a running back.
Well, they got 2 downs to get a first down or punch it in.
I can see it do it right here.
Fullback.
It's a McMullen. Touchdown right there, McMullen.
Yeah.
Fullback. Kick. Up and good. So 7:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Or is this the third quarter still?
Third quarter.
No, we had a fourth. We had a flip.
No, third quarter. It's third quarter.
Third quarter? And I was open as the fourth.
It seems like you want to take it past that once you look at the score.
Well, it's
kind of
54-14.
feel like the fourth quarter.
You try an onside kick of your own?
I would.
I would have done it sooner than this, though. They're going to be looking for it. I have my starters in, though, on special teams, just for that very reason. You watch for a pooch. No, they're going to kick it deep. All the way down to about the 8-yard line. There's a nice hole right there, but it's going to be closed up. He still got it all the way up to about the 35-yard line. That's the reason why you keep your starters in on special teams. Now, usually, your special teams are a mix of first and second string players.
Right.
But you keep them in just for this very reason. You don't want to have a ball turned over to the other team right away. You want good returns, and also when you're kicking off, you want to have good coverage.
Here they go. Looks like they still got the second string offense out there.
They do. Now again, the reason why it was so short, they're tackling high and not tackling low. So they stop forward motion, and once they stop forward motion, then the referees, I don't know if they count in their head 1, 2, or blow a whistle or not. But if you take a guy on his legs and take him down, there's no forward motion.
That's right. That's right.
We got a timeout. Derby. The second one, Central's got all three. Guys, I think it's the fourth quarter because we flipped. Yeah, we flipped, remember? They forgot to change it on the clock. It's fourth quarter, yeah, we flipped. Central started scoring on the second half, going that direction. Remember we're 47, got the short kick and ran it.
Yeah, that's right.
We flipped. So the board, I knew I was right. I was right. Little celebration right there.
Yeah.
He's still going to be, he's not going to get much. Now, if you're Coach Hall, when do you bring in your second string?
I don't.
You had your offense.
I don't.
You don't?
Don't.
You go ahead and take a chance of maybe someone getting hurt by injury.
I do. I let them play it out. Just so that they know what this feeling is like.
Yeah, but then you're also missing the chance of letting your second, third string get some game experience.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you got 5 minutes and 50 seconds and counting on the clock, and you're down by 40 points, there's not much chance you're going to win the game. And he's going to be held short. He's going to get the ball up to about the 37, which would make it 4th down and 8. And here comes the punt team.
Wow, that's there's one of the starters in there. Number 25's in there.
Well, this is special teams. Again, you're going to play your starters, special teams.
Well, you could get hurt there.
Oh, he caught the fair catch and he fumbled it. He fell back on it. That's a loss of a good 7-8 yards or more.
Well, what's the difference? You could plant. They could get hurt on special teams just like they can.
I know, but you see Joe, our friend Joe, who you guys know him. He's one of the front end managers at the Super Dillons, the old Super Dillons in front of the mall. He's a friend of Charles and I.
Yeah.
For many, many years.
Yeah.
They did a draw.
Good run. He's broke loose. Dalton Peters.
All the way up over the 50.
He's a little upset he didn't go all the way with that. That's another highlight.
That was a sprint draw. Well, that just cements who I was going to vote for player of the game.
Yeah.
Who's your pick?
I'm leaning toward the same way.
See, also here's the other thing. This is where you, if you got your starters in, you can be working on your no huddle offense, because you need to work fast. Because you might need to have a no huddle offense somewhere down this season. Now he got bumped by the defender, and that was where the ball was out of the quarterback's hands. But I don't know if it's so much that the defender got in his way, is that the defender was dropping back and the wide receiver kind of ran into him.
I don't think he could have caught that anyway.
But it was overthrown. There's another
Peters.
Sprint draw again.
There he goes.
He's gonna go. .41-yard touchdown run. Kind of hard to talk over the band.
It must be the fourth quarter. They're clearing.
Kick is up and good. You guys score at 2:46 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Derby 54. Salina Central 20. We're having trouble with the clock. People running the scoreboard. They still got the third quarter showing. You wish with this score right now it was third quarter.
Yeah.
Because you'd have time.
Yeah. Oh, they got it now, though. They got fourth quarter up there now.
Kicking off deep again, all the way down to the 10. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. He cut back to the left, but we got a flag on the field, folks, at about the 23-yard line.
Wow.
Blocking the back. Blocking the back at the 23 or 20 and take it back to the 13. So the young man who started going left, then came back right, had a decent return. That gets nullified.
Thanks to the teammates' help, right?
Yep. Quarterback's going to be cut. Drop for a loss. Back down inside the 10. There's a handoff to the left. He's going to pick up about a yard.
Well, there's still the starters out there, isn't it?
I see the starters for Central still out there.
Yeah.
Now this might be a statement to my Mike saying, guys, you're going to stay out there and get it right. You just hope nobody gets hurt.
That's right.
But you are really missing the chance of getting your younger guys some quality playing time. Too much time. That is 6 penalties on Derby. I can tell you, Coach Clark's not going to like that.
The what?
6 penalties on Derby. Being a K-State alum, played under Bill Snyder. Bill Snyder hates penalties more than most people hate the communists, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be dropped all the way down to about the 1 or 2 yard line.
38, Keyshawn Jones.
That's the game.
It's over.
Boom! Hey, where you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Dalton, tough game tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. You know, it's a battle. You just got to grind it out each week. Just focus on improving. It's how we respond. You know, just give it your all on the field, and that's what I did. So, yeah.
And you had a couple of real good runs, and that's why we selected you as the Remax Advantage Realtors MVP of the week.
Thank you very much. This is an honor. I don't know what to say. It's pretty speechless. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your performance on the field.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome to the post-game interview with Coach Hall. And Coach, this is a very talented team for Derby, and as you were sharing with me a few minutes ago, a number of the kids played tonight that didn't play in the first game because of some suspensions and injuries. And it turned into a bit of an ugly game, but at the end you got things turned around. But it was just the simple little small mistakes that hurt drive after drive or on defense that really hurt you.
Yeah, and last week, you know, we didn't turn the ball over. We had the one turnover after our defense got the stop. We turned it over right back to them. And then on the one kickoff, we gave up a possession there. And those two were maybe the most frustrating pieces of the whole night, just because that's something that we want to do. We don't want – I mean, if a team's going to beat us, we want to make them beat us. And they beat us tonight. But we, you know, helped contribute to that with those two major errors.
You only had 2 penalties. They ended up, I think, with 6 or 7, and I know Coach Clark's not happy about that. But you really again, you'd have a drive, then all of a sudden a bad play, and that would set you back. And it would be a missed block or a high snap or something. But these things are all fixable.
Yeah, they sure are. And, I mean, I told our kids in the locker room, it wasn't an effort thing. It was more of an assignment thing and an execution thing, which – unfortunately we weren't better at tonight, but it's fixable, and I know that we have the type of kids that are going to continue to push and get better, and not that it makes it okay that we lost, but we've obviously started with a very tough schedule, and it's going to prepare us for the run down the stretch too.
You went down to Lawton, and you put 35 points on a team on their home field when people didn't think you were going to put any points on. I heard some people talk, and that's the thing I love about this, Mike. We talked about it for the game. The games are played on the field with the players, not by the experts and in the press. And you told me before a game they just wore you down and scored the last 3 touchdowns. And you came in here, and I saw the kids come out for your little deal at the end of the game. They weren't beat down. They were mad.
Yeah, well, and that's an accurate assessment. Our kids want to win, and they're fighting hard to win, but we have to play smarter. We have to play assignment sound football, and I really like the way our guys stayed together, though, because it wasn't an easy game for us. They stayed together and didn't point fingers, and we're going to get better because of it for sure.
The only one play I saw where maybe they didn't really concentrate focus was where they gave up the onside kick. But they fought. I didn't see signs of giving up. Never entered my mind. I felt they played with the Mustang passion and pride up to the very end.
And they always will. This group of kids will for sure. They want to win bad, and that desire's there, and that's not going to get squelched by anything.
And who do you have next week, and will it be here or away?
We have Mays at Mays.
And I don't know what their record is so far this year. You will now immediately go into preparing for Mays, correct?
Correct.
Now, you do that over the weekend, but then when do you sit down with the team to go over tonight's game?
We'll do that tomorrow morning.
Then after that, forget Derby. We focus in on Mays. Now, what kind of offense is Mays running this year? Do you know?
Formation-wise, it's a lot like what we saw tonight. They like to throw it quite a bit more than Derby. Derby likes to spread you out to run it. Mays will do some running, and they have an adequate running back, but their quarterback's a really good player, and they have good targets to throw to.
And you were right on the money when you told me pregame that this would be more of the Hutch-style offense, because he wasn't a great throwing quarterback like Derby's had in the past.
Well, he's adequate enough thrower. He throws it pretty good, but it's one of those deals where they option you, and if you're not assignment sound, and one guy can be out of position, but if one guy's out of position, it could be very easily a score.
And that's what happened on the first 2 scores, 2 long scores, but you never gave that up again.
No, and I really, we at least made them snap the ball after that and had to sustain some drives. But the big play is something that we've got to, quit giving up and to, make them snap it, so we have the ability to give ourselves more chances to make plays on defense and allow them to make a mistake and capitalize on it then.
I got 2 last questions. First of all, did anyone come out of the game hurt?
I don't believe so.
That's a great game. But the other thing is I saw the young man who graduated last year is now out at Fort Hays. As a coach, how does it make you feel when you see your former players coming back supporting you and the team?
Well, that's why you do this. You build relationships with kids, and it's about winning football games, don't get me wrong, but the scores after games don't even compare to what we spend a lot of time with these kids throughout the course of their lives, and just hope that that as coaches we can make positive impacts on their lives.
You see, folks, this is the thing I like about Mike and Sam. They're all kind of like the old school coaches. They do build relationships. They do care about the kids, and they put the coach back in the coach. Coach, tough game, but it's pull in the horns, take care of those mistakes, and get this back on track. You got still a long season ahead of you.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, thanks for watching. This is week 2. Central, you need to go down to Mays. We need a good crowd there. We need to come back with a victory. And you guys in the stands do make a difference. Towards the end of the game, when people were starting to yell, the kids, I saw a bit of a difference out on the field. I saw the people turn around. So you guys need to go and be there at that game. And we'll see you next week, week 3 of Salina Access Friday Night Football.
Mowry Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Mowry Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Mowry Clinic.
I suffered 10 fractures and broken bones. I underwent 5 surgeries in 6 days. He hit our car in the back driver's side door, which is where I was sitting. Both of my parents passed away, and later in the evening, I lost my unborn baby. I started out as a physical therapy major, so I knew it wasn't going to be easy. But when you are as stubborn as I am and strong, you just do what you have to do. The very next morning, we started right in. I didn't want to take the weekend off. I wanted to go and get better. They never let me stop. They just kept telling me, you have a 2.5-year-old home, that's where you want to go. They sincerely care about you and what you want. It's not about them getting paid to do something. It's about getting you back to the person you are and who you want to be.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.